What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we got to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up. And one of the things I struggled with as a young man was rejection. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And it won't take us long today. Rejection. You know what I mean? Been rejected. And it goes all the way back to me being rejected by my father's little baby. You know what I mean? And so rejection was always a painful thing for me to have to deal with. Rejection was a hard thing for me to understand and grasp. You know, it's like, what the fuck is wrong? You know, how come these motherfuckers don't like me? And how come these motherfuckers is doop? And you know what I mean? I never could understand why people were so hateful towards me. Why people, man, that I never did anything wrong to, man. I've always been nice and considerate and courteous people. But I never understood why people could just be so fucking fucked up. You know what I mean? Stay with me. And so one of the things that God had to show me was, Elijah, rejection ain't always about you. Stay with me. And what he showed me was, Elijah, sometimes, a lot of times, people will reject you, especially people you're intimate with. They will reject you not because they don't think you're good enough. The great majority of time, people reject you intimately that you're close with. They reject you because they don't think that they're good enough for you. Stay with me. And so what had to understand and learn was, people have trauma. People have their own issues. And a lot of times, these people that walk out of your life, a lot of times, these people that ghost you, or whatever the case may be, God had to show me, they do this because they don't want to be rejected by you. They don't want you to see their faults and their character defects. They don't want you to see how twisted they are. They don't want you to see how that they're not good enough for you. And so they'll walk out of your life with you thinking that, damn, this person don't fucking want me. This person don't think I'm good enough. And And that's not the case at all. It's the opposite. That person's walking out of your life because they don't want to be rejected by you later on down the road. They don't want you to grow up and see that they're fucked up. They don't want you to see that they're twisted. They don't want you to see that they got some fucking issues. They don't want you to see that they're not perfect and that whatever the case they got going on, their fears and insecurities, they don't want you to see and discover them. And so they'll walk out before you get to see that. They'll walk away before you come to the understanding that, man, they're really fucked up. And because they're the ones walking away, it makes us feel like we're fucked up. It makes us feel like we're not good enough. It's crazy how the mind will play games on us. When the truth is, you're all that for them. You're more than enough for them. They just don't want you to discover how twisted they are. And so they want to leave on their terms. They want it to end on their terms so that they can always say, I left him. He ain't good enough for me. I left him. Look at this and da. I left her. Da. And all these other stupid ass shit that they could use as justification. They could use as rationale, like, man, I'm better than them because I left them and da. And they're brokenhearted and they're frustrated and they're begging me to get back to them. They're calling me and they're texting me and da. Because it makes them feel good about them. Because you're chasing after them. And so they see how fucked up they are. They know how twisted they are. But you don't know. And because you've been broken and crushed and you're chasing after them, it elevates them in their mind. It makes them feel good about them. I can't be all that bad. This motherfucker's still chasing me. I can't be all that bad. This motherfucker's like hounding me. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's an ego trip for them. When the truth is, when you dive deep, they were always afraid, terrified of you rejecting them. And that's not saying that you will ever get to that place where you would reject them, but their fear of being rejected by you was too overwhelming. Their fear of you rejecting them, their fear of you walking away from them was way too much. They couldn't handle that. They could not handle that. And so for them, they would much rather end it on their terms. They gonna leave you broken and frustrated and feeling all types of way about yourself when ain't none of it fucking true. But they couldn't handle their fucking fears. They couldn't face their fears and their insecurities of you walking out of their life, of you abandoning them. And so they ended it. And because you didn't know any better, you were broken and crushed. Because you didn't know any better, you thought it was all you. Because you didn't know any better, you thought you were the fucked up one. Because you didn't know any better, you thought that you were inadequate. You thought that you weren't good enough. Nothing could have been further from the truth. Nothing could have been further from the truth. It is what it is. We have to grow up. We have to dive deep into the abyss of the subconscious fears and insecurities that we have. We have to get connected to source and get in alignment with source so that we can understand what the fuck is going on. Now, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.